When somebody's looking for something very specific, if they're off a little bit, depending on how you position yourself in the Google or how you position yourself in the search engine, you might not be found. And it can be a letter, it can be something. So why is that important? Can you explain to our audience why were you having a problem? And this is what they call long tail. In your long tail, what problems do you think that the books factory gave you? And it was probably people were looking for you, but going into your competitors. Talk to me about that.
So the bigger your domain name is, or the more keywords your domain name will be having, the more confusion it creates in the client's or the prospect's mind. Because of course, you remember the domain name, or you remember your company's name, even if it is very complicated, very challenging as well. And sometimes what happens, like I've seen that people try to be very creative. So for example, instead of using, like best-selling book, like they maybe go with best-selling ebook, right? So these small things really matters a lot, because you have to understand that what exactly the client is searching for, or what exactly your prospect is searching for. In our case, like people were getting very confused that, okay, so it is a factory. I'm not sure what this company, whether it is a factory, like are they just printing the books? Is it that kind of a book? So always make sure that you are not creating a confusion in your mind. The simple is better, right? The more simple it is, the more better it could sell. So don't be very, very creative with your brand name. Like if you find that specific niche, so for example, I was in a podcast, I guess last month, and he got this domain called corporatefilming.com. And it was kind of a very to the point, like when their client is searching, like if almost all of these clients are corporate, and if they are going on Google, they are simply searching for corporate videos or corporate filming, and then his domain name is coming, and they are definitely clicking on this, and then he's actually selling his services for 50 grand, 60 grand, sometimes 100 grand as well. Like his packages are starting at 50 grand. And one of the credit goes to the domain name or the main brand name. So it is one of the most important thing. But at the same time, it is also counterintuitive that you don't have to specifically focus on the brand name, because you have to like really create something which people are going to, like whenever someone thinks about, for example, a phone, people go with Apple. Now, instead of that fruit, Apple, people know that Apple is that device, like it could be a MacBook or iPhone. But the thing which you need to understand, that they have spent billions of dollars in branding. But if you get this specific domain name, which exactly the client knows that, okay, this is how this could help me, you will be saving if not billions, maybe millions of dollars in branding. You don't have to do the branding now, because the client will know that, okay, this company is about this.